Hi everyone, Arlynn here. Welcome back to my Country Craft Corner. How in the world are you guys doing today? It is so good to see you again, and thank you so much for stopping back by to see what I'm up to. And what I'm up to today is my mailbox. But we're also going to be doing a funky bow tutorial in this video as well. I'm going to go ahead and show you the parts and pieces that I'm going to be using for my mailbox and things that I've just purchased from Amazon to go on my mailbox because I really didn't have anything that was in decent shape to use out there. So I went ahead and purchased a new mailbox cover and some new florals and some ribbon. So I'm going to show you that. And but first of all, I wanted to tell you we just had a lovely weekend with our little grandson, Maverick. He was here visiting. We had an overnight with him, and I am going to put a video at the end of the footage of this video. I had it up by itself, and I didn't like it being out there all by itself. I don't mind hooking him on to the end of my videos, but so I took it down. I took it down this morning for those of you who might have seen it. It'll be at the end. Again, that same footage will be at the end of this video. And it will show you, and I have video snippets within the video footage. He was so good, you guys. He was so good. He's sleeping in a big boy bed now. He climbed out of his crib a couple of weeks ago. Oh my goodness, scared his mama to death. And so we went over there and helped them put the crib down to, into the little toddler bed. And he's doing great. He's doing great. The first night he was a little like, I'm not sure what this is all about, but it didn't take him long to, to get in the bed. Consistency makes a difference, you guys. His mama and daddy are very consistent with him, and as long as you're consistent and, they will do what you ask them to do, So he's such a big boy and he goes right to bed. Some of you have mentioned about how you can't wait to see him splashing around in our pool, and I can't either, and I just don't know whether that's going to happen this summer. I'm hoping it will. Chris just got off the phone with AAA Pools, the folks who are doing our pools, and we are next in the queue. So he is waiting. They do the pools apparently in a group, like they have their July pools that they've done, and we are apparently next in the queue. I'm not sure exactly the date, but it's pretty soon, I would say, within the next week or two, Lord willing. And of course, I will keep you all updated on that, and of course, bring you along with the construction, pool construction. So that is coming along. We are making progress, slow but steady progress. But I can't wait to see him swimming around in that pool either. So I really don't have a lot else to tell you about other than I've been thinking about my fall decor. And as you know, for the last 2 or 3 years, I've done blue and white with a burnt orange, with the emphasis on the blue and white more than the burnt orange. This year, I think I am going to try to infuse a little bit more of the burnt orange and maybe some other traditional fall colors in as well. I'm not going to go over the top with the traditional colors, but I'm not going to be afraid to infuse them into my centerpieces and into my, cozy corners and things like that. I'm missing the golds and, so on of fall, the golds and the reds of fall a little bit. I do have a garland from Grandin Road that I got, a fall garland that I got from Grandin Road several years ago. And I think I am going to try to put that back up instead of the Pip Berries. I think I am going to put that pop of orange up there, and it is an orange. It's a pop of orange, and you guys will see. Up there on the mantle and work around that. Still putting the blue. I have blue vases, and I have other things that I use. So, but I'm going to start with that on the mantle, and we're going to go from there. I'm going to leave my little gold lamps up there on the mantle, I think. We're going to work around those. So we're going to be doing a little bit different, not anything over the top, way different. I'm not, recreating the wheel by any stretch of the imagination, but I do like to do things differently sometimes. I do like to do things a little bit new and a little bit different. I really haven't purchased anything for fall other than those things I showed you, a couple of weeks ago. I have a few things to add in. I've had my eye on a Jim Shore figurine, and I might go ahead and purchase her because I did get paid. So I'm thinking about purchasing her. And I just did order a few things from collectionsinc.com, and that should be coming within the next week or so. So I only ordered like 3 things, a couple of solar lights for outside, and one thing that I might like to put on my mantle. Now, with that said, that is probably not going to come in the time in which I might start working on the mantle. So we may do the mantle at the end of the week. You know, I might put this video up and then do the mantle and start in on my fall decor. That's always where I start. I always start on the mantle at the end of the week, but it may not be till Monday, you guys. So don't hold me to Friday. It'll be when I can get to it and when it works best into Chris and my schedule. So, but anyway, I guess that's all I really have to talk to you about. I'm trying to think. I think that's it. There's nothing new going on around here. We're just sweltering. It's like 100 degrees with 100% humidity around here, which equals flat hair for Arlynn, as you can see. I curled it this morning. One would never know. I walked out the door and it was like, I said, the heck with it. I just put my glasses back and said, oh, well, they know me with my hair curled and with it out, with my hair not curled. So, all right, let's get on with my haul from Amazon. Okie dokie, here we go. I did purchase a new mailbox cover for this summer. I do have a mailbox accents or something like that. I can't remember exactly what it's called. Gift idea box in my Amazon storefront. So I will try to put an external link, down underneath my regular link in the description box below for my mailbox. And that's where all of this stuff will be. So this is the mailbox cover that I bought. Isn't that pretty with butterflies and Gerber daisies? Isn't that pretty? So I'm going to use that. I buy oversized mailbox covers, you guys. I just wanted to let you know that. I have a metal mailbox, and these have magnets on them. See that? A magnet strip on both sides, and you just put it down over your mailbox, and they leave room for the flag there. And they even give you numbers if you want to put your numbers on it somewhere. So that is it, though. Isn't that pretty? I tell you, I just love this. It's so vibrant and pretty and bright. And so keep this in mind as you look at, I bought some florals. I bought florals. And these are some outdoor flowers. These are flowers that are supposed to go outdoors and are supposed to hold up outside. We will see if these do. I got a set of 18 of these. I'm not going to tell you prices because the prices fluctuate so much, and sometimes you have coupons and sometimes you don't on Amazon. So you can check it out in my Amazon storefront. But I got 18 bunches. Now one bunch is it looks like that. That's one bunch. So I got 18 bunches to put in a trough. I have my mailbox, and then behind my mailbox I have a trough that I always fill with whatever. And this time I'm going to fill it with all of these beautiful flowers. And all of these colors came in one, like I said, 18 bunches. Each different color flower other than the blue. The 2 blues are on one stem, and the 2 kind of purple and pink ones are on the one stem. But these are all going to go back behind this mailbox. Won't that look pretty? Oh my goodness. I think that's going to be beautiful. I can't turn it all the way. I mean, won't that be pretty? Got all the colors that are in the mailbox cover. So they will go in the trough. And then I bought a whole package of ribbon. Look at that. This is 30 yards of ribbon. Each little roll has 5 yards on it. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I've already cut those 3, as you can tell. So, but again, this came as a group. This is wired ribbon. It came as a set like this. It is wired ribbon. And it is nice ribbon, you guys. It is nice ribbon. It is nicer than what you would get, as nice as what you would get at Hobby Lobby or Michael's or any place like that. It's very nice. It is wired. It's lovely. It's lovely. And I think it's going to hold its shape beautifully. So these are the ribbons that I've chosen to use for, this is my pink. I needed a pink. But those are the 4 ribbons I'm going to use. With this. And I think that's going to look super pretty. So that is all I purchased. I always put a hanging sign out there. We have little cup hooks underneath the mailbox, kind of the mailbox post, where the mailbox hangs. I've got a couple of cup hooks underneath there. I used to have hanging signs that would hang on my front porch in my other house, but our front porch is all vinyl and we don't want to put holes in it. So I said to Chris one day, I said, why can't we use them out at the mailbox? And he said, well, I don't see no reason why we couldn't. So a lot of these signs I have had that I regularly use out there, I've had for years and years, like decades. The one I'm going to use today looks like it's decades old, but in reality, it's not. It has not held up the best, I will admit, but I'm going to put it out there because it's been out there in the weather before. It looks like a weathered white birdhouse is what it looks like. And that's the one I'm going to use today. I didn't bring it in here. It's sitting in the garage. So we'll see it when we get out to the mailbox. I am going to go ahead out to the mailbox. Chris and I will both go out together, put the mailbox together and show you the final product. It is hotter than anything out there today, you guys. And for me to film and for both of us to be out there for a long time filming, it's just not good for us, to do that. So I'm just not going to do that. I will show you the end result when we get it all put together. Okay. Filming does take longer than it looks, than what you see on camera. It takes a little longer sometimes. So please forgive me for that, but I will show you the end result, I promise, and you see all the parts and pieces. So let me turn my camera and we're going to get started making another 12 loop funky bow. And I will show it to you from beginning to end. If you want to skip to me saying my final words or moving on in the video, you'd rather not watch this bow tutorial, you skip to minute mark this, and you can do just that. All right. If not, stick around, watch the tutorial, and I'll be right back in just a second. Okay, here we go. I have cut, as I said, I've used 3 of the ribbons that came in that set. These are the 3 ribbons I used out of that set. And then I used the pink I've had for a long time in my coffers. So, and then I have I cut 3 strips of each type of ribbon at 22 inches long. And I have dovetailed the ends. I also have one longer piece over here, and I will add that in at the very end, and that will become 2 tails to the bow. So, let's get started. Let me get my measuring tape. I also have my pipe cleaner at the ready. Now we're going to go ahead and get started, and I'm going to put this together in a pattern. I'm going to set myself up a pattern, and you'll see what I mean in just a second. So easiest way to show you is just to get started. So I'm start picking up the first piece, folding it right in half and going to 6 inches on my measuring tape. Pinch it together at that point, and that gives us a 6-inch loop. Go to that back tail and twist it around to the front. And of course, the tails are going to get mixed up with the bow, and they're going to get twisted, and they're going to get all wonky, and that's okay. But for, if they do that once the bow is made, I don't care. But at this point, I at least at one point want them pointing in the same direction. So we're going to work our way through this pattern 1 time, 3 times total, because I have 3 of each strip. But the first time through, we're going to point the loop up from center every time, all the way through the first 4 colors here. Next, whoops. Six, pinch it together side by side, and I accordion it in, side by side by side. I don't pile it on the top, and I don't pile it from behind. I like them to be side by side by side. Okay, here we go with the fourth one. This is a really whimsical bow, isn't it? The way it looks. These colors, I love it. It's going to be bright and sunshiny out there for the summertime. Go to that back tail and twist. And you can see that it's kind of working its way back to the, the crook of my fingers here. And I'm letting up on it every time I add a strip so that the cramp hits me about right there. And if I let up on it a little bit, then that cramp eases. So just to give you a little hint. So we're going to start the pattern over again now to 6 inches. Turn that loop this time. Turn that loop and point it down from center. My thumb, think of my thumb as the center of the bow. Twist that back tail. Here we go. And with this time through the pattern, we're going to point that loop down from center every time. This time through the pattern. And down from center. This is super nice ribbon, you guys. I'm telling you, I'm pleasantly surprised. I did not expect this to be so nice. I believe this whole kit was under $20. And as you all know, that's a pretty good price for 6 different ribbons when I'm going to cut them up into strips like this for a funky bow. It's perfect. Down from center. Okay. So there we go. Been through the pattern twice now. Been through the strips twice. And of course, we've got one more time to go. And I bet you can guess which way the loop is going to point. You guessed it, up from center. All 4 of these are going to be pointed up from center. And I have a handful of ribbon, y'all. I am not even kidding you. Up from center. You hear Chris rumbling around in the background. We've gotten a new security system for our home, and he is installing it today. And up from center. There we go. All right, now I'm going to grab this one last piece of yellow over here. Shoo. And I'm going to find the middle of it, which I did already. I already folded it. And I'm going to lay this kind of on the back of the bow. I can kind of lift my fingers, and I'm going to kind of add it to the back of the bow so that it'll kind of be centered. And I'm going to put it right side is going to be pointed at the back of the bow. I've got the right side of the ribbon. All right. Now I'm going to take my pipe cleaner. I'm going to lay it beside my thumb. Kind of trying to find the middle of it. Grab a hold of it with my thumb. Pull the bottom around the bottom and the top around the top. And then I'm going to kind of twist my, you know what else I need? Hang on. I forgot one more thing I need. Sorry. I'll make this one green. I need one more piece of ribbon to put on the back, and I'm going to pull. I'm going to tie the bow on with this last piece of ribbon. I have a couple of fingers here. And I'm not measuring this. I'm just kind of eyeballing this. It needs to go around the mailbox though, so it needs to be kind of long. Okay, let me find the middle. And I'm going to put this right on top of the yellow piece. Glad I remember this. I would have been kicking myself. Been a while since I decorated a mailbox. Okay, so that's the middle. Again, I'm going to put it right on top of the yellow piece, right like that. So now I'm going to catch that green right in there along with the yellow. And I'm going to get these fingers up as close as I can to the back and wrap this other hand around and really squeeze tight and get these fingers up as close to the back as I can and start to twist, 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 twist. All right. Now I want to twist it a lot because I don't want it to come unraveled. So that's a pretty big bow, but I have a pretty big mailbox. So I wanted it to be large and in charge, if you will. Now, as I always say, the most important part of any bow is the fluffing. So really take some time. I think this bow is going to be stunning because this ribbon is pretty amazing. I am like really, again, really super impressed with this ribbon from Amazon. I mean, it's going to hold its shape beautifully, you guys. Look at this. And I will do more fluffing when I get it out onto the mailbox, but look at that. That is some kind of funky bow. Look at that. That is huge. Talk about large and in charge. My goodness gracious. Awesome. Awesome, beautiful bow. Wow. The green will be pulled around to the back to tie it on, and the yellow will be a couple of tails hanging down from it. So pretty. I love it. And as I said, I will do more fluffing when I get it out to and get it tied onto the mailbox. So pretty. Goodness me. Alrighty, you guys, let me turn my camera back around here. Is that some bow or is that some bow? It's as big as my head. Look at it. Goodness gracious, it is beautiful. Ah, I love it. Of course, I can't stop picking at it. But it's going to make a statement out there, I think, with this cover and all of those pretty florals. I think that's going to be super pretty. Alrighty, you guys. Oh my goodness. That's really about all I have to share with you today. I'm so sorry to say, but I've not really been shopping other than, like I said, the collections online. We've been busy. We've been busy with our little Maverick, which is the best kind of busy. You know, that's the best kind of busy. So I just hope everybody had a great weekend. I hope that all is well with everyone. Thank you guys for subscribing, all of those that have. And it does seem like it's making a difference that I'm letting the ads run in my videos, so I'm going to continue to allow them to run. I definitely have gained some more subscribers. I don't know what the correlation is, and I'm not going to try to figure it out. I just know that I'm going to go ahead and let them run. So I know a couple of you said that you'd rather me not, and I get it. I totally get it. But, you know, I really want my channel to grow. I would love people to join us over here in my little YouTube family. I feel like I'm able to share goodness and a happy place and give people a safe haven, a safe place to go and talk about mindless things like decorating and crafting and, you know, that kind of thing. So I appreciate you guys understanding, and I appreciate you guys who aren't thrilled with me adding the ads in to, you know, to be graceful with me and give me grace, and I would appreciate that. Alrighty, you guys, I'm gonna go ahead into my final words, and then Chris and I will head out to the mailbox, and I will, when you see the mailbox next, it'll be all spiffed up with all of this prettiness, and then it'll morph right into Maverick's footage of Mischief with Maverick, and you'll be able to see what we did over the weekend. Such a cutie patootie he is. Anyway, again, thank you all for stopping in here today. I appreciate every single one of you. I appreciate your support. Honest to Pete, every single day. I wouldn't be here without you. I wouldn't be able to do what I do without you. I thank you. I thank you. I thank you from the bottom of my heart. For those of you who might be struggling or suffering with a catastrophic illness or chronic pain, I hope that you have someone there with you, taking care of you, helping you get through each day, making the very, very best out of each day. I hope there's nothing weighing on your minds or your hearts, pulling your attention away from where you want it to be or from where it should be. I love y'all to bits, to bits, to bits, hugs all around, and I keep you in my thoughts and my prayers every single day. And with all that said, I'll just say, until next time, I just thought of something. I got yellow pillow covers over the weekend and put them out on those chairs on top of those red and yellow cushions. Boy, do they pop. I'll take a picture out there and I'll throw that in the end too. Take a picture. All righty, you guys, until next time, y'all take good care. Bye-bye. Building a house with magnets? Yes. Are you building a house with magnets? Okay. Good job.